Okay, folks, how's it going out there? Rooster and 10, roostercb.com. And this is another radio that we're looking at for a local friend for Tube Radio Night. Again, Tube Radio Night here is most of these guys are doing it every Friday, channel 18, starting around 7:45 p.m. Eastern Time and going on into the night. Myself, I can probably be on there at least once a month is what I'm committing to, but hopefully at least every other week for me. And I will try to live stream it, whether I'm actually on a tube radio or not. So if anybody's out there watching these videos and you're like, well, why is he just offering this stuff up to his local crowd? I'm buying these radios, guys, specifically for this purpose. I'm not buying these to like make a killing on. If I make 10 or 20 bucks on one of these radios, I'm more than happy to do it just to help get some of these local folks some nice working tube type radios. And then it's just a bonus to do a video on it and kind of show the radios off and, you know, maybe show some of the people here on YouTube something they haven't seen before, or motivate some people here on YouTube to get involved as well, because Tube Radio Night is not just isolated to talking to locals. Last week we had a lot of people from out of state check in, and I'm assuming as this thing picks up some steam, there will be some more people from out of state check in. But nonetheless, let's talk about the radio in front of us here. Teaberry Model T base station, probably one of the better, more reliable workhorse 23 channel radios. Yes, it is 23 channel. That's kind of the purpose of this, is to open the gates for people that only have the 23 channel tube type base stations. We're not doing this on channel 25, 26, channel 40. We want all the tube type radios to be able to get in here. Now, obviously there's some exceptions like the old Johnson white faces and stuff like that. But for the most part, a lot of your tube type radios are going to have 23 channels. This one's a good one, a workhorse radio for sure. Squelch, which also works as a standby. You can flip it there. Let's say a lot of people like to have these. They get a coax switch and they turn it around reverse. That way you have one antenna coming in and you can switch between 2 or 3 radios. Well, while their tube radio is warming up, they'll talk on their transistor radio. And when they get ready to talk on their tube radio, they'll turn the transistor radio off, flip this off of standby after it's warmed up. You see when you turn it on, the green light comes on to let you know that you're receiving. That RX is for receive. And your volume. Modulation light responds to transmit and receive audio. So if you get the volume up a little high, it will show up on the modulation light there. And then interesting on here, this one has a fine tune on it that actually is completely variable. So a lot of these, they have a delta tune, and it just clicks off to the left and then clicks off to the right and then clicks to the middle. But this one's actually a little bit variable. 3 indicator lights, one for transmit, one for receive. You can see it lit up there. And then one for modulation. You got your PA and CB switch over here, which I guess it still receives in PA. So I don't know if it's supposed to do that or not. Let's see. No, okay. So yeah, it does transmit through the speaker once you flip it on PA. But it does receive through PA. So that's kind of interesting that it receives. But nonetheless, moving on. Microphone jack and our stock mic. Now, my recommendation to the guy getting this, he's going to want to replace this mic, okay? It's nice to have the original mic on it, but let's be honest. This mic's probably about worn out. It's a little scratchy. I feel like the switch is, you know, hit or miss. Hello, 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 audio, audio. You can hear it modulating and it's doing fine right there, but every now and again it'll act up and be kind of scratchy. It may just need to be used some, but my recommendation to him is to either get a mic adapter or get another microphone that's actually wired for this thing. It's going to perform better anyway. These little mics are okay, but, you know, another mic will do this thing a lot more justice. Receive. Here's your receive meter, which works fine. No issues there. And again, it does transmit. Hello. Audio. Audio. Hello. Audio. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. Audio check. 1, 2. Audio. I don't know if you guys can hear that in the background or not, but it's actually got a really good sound to it. And lo and behold, the microphone is not acting up on it right now. So let's unmount our camera here and see how it performs on the watt meter. We've got a 25 watt slug in here. So we're going to be looking at the top scale. If I can rest the camera here. Hello. Audio. Yo. Ooh, big audio, low swing, audio. Don't be fooled by that, okay? The last radios I did a video on was a Lafayette Mark V. And the guy that got it, it's not a big swinger either, but man, it's got a Turner Plus 3 on it, and his audio is probably twice as loud as his export radio that he talks on. Anyway, let's see how it does PEP here. Hello, audio. That's exactly what they're supposed to do. Anything more is a bonus. Hello, 12 watts PEP. And that's exactly what his did as well. That Comstat Mark V that he got. Audio. There you guys go. So she's working good. And I hope he gets some enjoyment out of it. Nice radio. The receive on these radios is just so fun to listen to. Just kind of puts you back in a time machine and can take you back. If you weren't alive during that time, which I was not, you can kind of just come up with some images in your head of when CB radios were in almost every household, or a lot more common than they are today. Though I will say, in my opinion, we're experiencing probably the second or third biggest CB boom there's ever been. Lots of people on the radio out there. I know some hams and stuff would say that CB radio is dead, but I can assure you CB radio is alive and well. All right, thanks everybody. Rooster and 10, roostercb.com. Remember, Fridays, we're starting around 7:30, 7:45 Eastern Time PM. Channel 18, Tube Radio Night. Alrighty, bring those glow-in-the-dark radios out. See you, bye.